Obsession is a kind of horror movie that I can talk about for hours, but the one thing that really haunts me to this day when it comes to the film is who exactly is in charge of the One Wish Willow company? Hey guys, there is a topic of obsession again that I want to talk about. I'm not sure if I already have in my. There's like two videos I probably did briefly talk about it. It was either in the video where the theory of like Nikki possibly possessed by Bear's dead cat, or that Bear's wish was doomed from the start video. I'm trying to remember which one. But this topic has really been bothering me for a while. Honestly, Obsession I always go back to because that movie is so interesting to think about. So that theory with people are wondering who exactly was Bear talking to on the phone when he was trying to somehow like alter his wish for Nikki, which I'm like, bro, that's not good for you to even consider altering a wish because Nikki was already like doing crazy stuff by then, so I don't know what Bear was thinking there. Okay, so in that part, the only thing that we know is that Bear talks to this dude very briefly. He never gets his name either from the phone, and he has Bears like listen to the real Nikki, her torment, and she's screaming on the phone for like 5 seconds before Bear hangs up. But it's very haunting, right? Regardless, my thing is, who the heck I even like created the One Wish Willows? There has to be a company because in this like universe, um, it appears that people have an idea of like what this like product is already. But it's interesting how, again, there hasn't been any sort of destruction or chaos with these wishes. My thing is, I wonder if there's some sort of, like, I guess, like, rules or the order to these wishes. Maybe whoever is in charge of this company. Like, maybe there are certain wishes you're unable to make, or not all of them go according to plan because whoever's in charge of these wishes, it's his or her choice to see if it's like these like wishes are going to get approved or not. And I really believe that the person in charge of the One Wish Willows is the devil. I truly believe that hell is somehow in play here for the One Wish Willows. My theory is that maybe the devil himself decided to create a like wish sort of like product for people to use and to make these insane wishes, but only some of them would get approved and some of them would just lead to severe punishment. So like Bear, for instance, of course, like we know what he did. He was already going through so much before he made that wish. His cat died. It appears that his grandmother had left the house for him, but hinting she died as well. And another thing too, I did not pick up on the first time. I forgot to mention this in another video I did of this movie. I think Bear was trying to figure out how to say this gets YouTube. That I can't really say some words here. I wonder if Bear didn't want to be on Earth anymore. I guess you could say. He did appear to be very depressed, and the only person that he truly did put his life on hold for, I suppose, I guess would be Nikki. Like maybe he didn't, feel the need to like hate himself that much because he had someone there. He had Nikki. But of course, the way he went about it was pretty bad. Bear is the kind of dude, honestly, in my opinion, that pretty much puts his whole life on one person, which is very unhealthy. And from the insane thing that he does to Nikki, it's very obvious because I feel like that he is sort of like clinging to her. He needs her to be there for him because maybe in his head, he has like nothing to live for. Like Nikki was a person that was keeping him grounded pretty much, and maybe if he didn't have her, he would go crazy. Which maybe explains the ending to the film as well, if you think about it. Because maybe Bear decided to end his life, but he screwed up 3 times anyway. Because he was trying to leave the earth because he realized that if he can't have Nikki, then what's the point of life? But he still chickened out. So yeah, Bear's a very complicated character. But yeah, that's my theory on that there. So maybe the devil himself picked up on Bear's mental state. And of course, again, I did mention in a past video that the way Bear made his wish was pretty like aggressive. Like it didn't come from a place of passion or love. It came from a place of some sort of like resentment for himself. And I guess that resentment went to Nikki. Maybe she was like portraying how he was really feeling inside, you know? And I think that's some interesting theory that also came to mind one time with Nikki, that maybe she was sort of trying to show what Bear is feeling inside. Like maybe that is of course a great exaggeration, obviously, but yeah, the way Nikki, like, man, like what she became was scary. You know, like she had no control over herself anymore. I really believe a demon possessed Nikki because damn, she was nuts. And I think that Nikki was trying, to fight the devil, trying to get back her body, but she couldn't. And of course, we do get some like little glimpses of her trying to fight back, but to no avail because this demon in her kept winning the fight. So yeah, Bear, man, he really screwed up here. I just cannot believe just how horrible like the events unfold because of course, we all know what happens at the end of the film. She kills the entire friend group pretty much, and Bear dies too. But yeah, this film is insane. But yeah, that's my theory. I really believe the devil is the one that made this product to mess with people. And I think some wishes do go right because it depends on the person themselves. Like, if they're a saint, it's going to go well. But if you're, like, going through something in your life, if you're a bad person or whatever, it's going to purposely backfire on you because maybe that's the devil's wish, in a way, for you to suffer. So yeah, that's my theory on that. Okay, guys, that's it for today. I'll see you with a brand new video very soon. Peace out.